Mark,
Oh, hey, Paul.
sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your reading. I see you happen to be reading Batman versus Robin #5.
Yeah, it was the finale. It's a great
Yeah,
read.
I'm thinking perhaps we should talk about that.
You want to?
Yeah, let's
Let's
do
do
that.
it.
But you know what? Let's do it right after this.
Okay.
So before we actually talk about it, make sure everyone hits the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the comment, but make sure you comment and hit the notification bell, that's the international symbol for notification bell. I understand.
That's
Um,
it. And it's just
so you're
fun to
learning
do.
whenever we upload new content. Um, so Lazarus Planet is over. But there was one, there's two lingering things. One of them will be dealt with in the Revenge of the Gods miniseries. But the other one was the devil Nazar had inhabited Batman and at the end of Lazarus Planet. And so that's kind of, although we missed the part where the devil Nazar as Batman actually kidnaps or overpowers Robin, that's where we start this issue. So
Yeah.
we get a quick recap of everything that happened in Lazarus Planet in the first couple of pages, um, and then we immediately see that Robin has already been captured by the devil Nazar in the guise of Batman.
Yeah. He looks weird with the devil's face on there like that.
He does,
He
doesn't
looks
he?
really, it looks really weird.
Right.
Looks like Tom
Um,
Cruise in Legend or Tim
right.
Curry in Legend.
Um, but the devil Nazar is still after King Firebolt, um, and so he wants some help. Um, uh, Capturing him and humbling him, he says. And although Robin does not know where King Fireball happens to be at the time, he tells them that he does.
Yeah, you're a
Just so
little
he
liar. Yeah.
exactly, just so he can be released. So the Devil Nazar releases Robin, and immediately Robin then turns on him, uses some sort of sound wave in the Bat Cave and jumps on his bat cycle and takes off.
Yeah, you use a little trickery there just to get out from under the heel of the devil Nazar. This the hypersonics in the Batcave was cool, little failsafe thing. But the high speed pursuit that comes next was super cool. I even got Ghost Rider vibes from this because Robin immediately jumps on his Robin cycle and takes off, thinking he's free and clear. But immediately, right behind him, like a demonized version of the Batmobile, jumps up and takes off in chase.
Mhm. Exactly. And so he is being chased in the Batmobile. Robin says, "My Batmobile," um, but before you know it, actually, he then starts to talk to Talia al Ghul through a headset. And he's looking for help. And Talia tells him that although she understands what the issue is with the Devil Nazar inhabiting Batman, Robin wants to somehow separate them. She says you can't separate them because that's the only thing that's keeping Batman alive at
Yeah,
the time.
apparently he's so broken and battered from the events before and everything, the fight with him in the earlier page of this issue, that his body is practically dead. It's just a meat puppet. I've
Exactly.
been looking forward to saying that since I read this book. I'm going to say meat puppet during this review, and that's what Batman is. He's a meat puppet right now.
Okay. All right. Um, when out of nowhere, on the windshield of the Batcycle appears the monkey prince.
Yeah, this dude's crazy. He
Yeah.
pops in randomly and immediately starts talking to Robin, but that's exactly how he should pop in. Getting to know this character a little more. If we would have saw him coming, that would have been out of character. And he hops on awkwardly, super awkwardly, on the front of the motorcycle, and just agrees to help Damien despite not being asked.
Correct. And so what he does is he then um, takes some of his hair, which turn into his clones, and they then go and they jump onto the Batmobile, um, which causes the Devil Nazar to crash the Batmobile. But he is far from out of the far from done, um, because we then uh, find that they still need to actually somehow separate Batman and Devil Nazar. And the only thing that, or actually, what they decide is if they can't separate them, then the only thing they can do is to kill Batman.
Yeah,
That's the
which
only way to stop the Devil Nazar.
Damien sucked it up. He's down to do whatever it takes.
Right. And so he says that he has no other option because the Monkey Prince says, "Are you willing to go there?" And he says basically, "Look, I have no other option." So what he does is he calls in some favors to the other members of the Bat family, and he puts up the bat signal, which he knows the Devil Nazar will answer, and he does. And as soon as he answers, the Bat family then starts in on the Devil Nazar attacking Batman. Um, so we get the entire Bat family, Nightwing and Tim Drake and Spoiler and Batgirl and Red Hood and the other Batman, Cassandra Cain, as well as Damian, and they basically all attack the Devil Nazar, um, and bring him down. But
Yeah, they
then
get
what?
violent too. Like they shoot him, they break his leg. Like if Batman's body wasn't already destroyed, it definitely is now.
Right, exactly. Um, and then what happens is, although he manages to throw them all off of him at one point, Um, he has been weakened. What happens then is we learned earlier that Monkey Prince has the ability to even throw clones of other people. Like he could throw a clone of Superman. However, his clones would not have any of Superman's powers. And so what he does is he actually throws clones of Damian. Um, and so this army of Damians ends up attacking the Devil Nazar, um, and they end up putting him down, and they end up basically holding him down. And from nowhere comes in the second part, which is Pixie, Enchantress, and Zatanna. Um, and they come and they basically bind him by using the red sash that we saw from earlier that binds him. And so
Well,
what?
they brought his uninhabited body in and pull
Correct.
him out of Batman and put him back into his body as well.
Hmm. Right. And so now Batman is there. The meat puppet Batman.
That's him.
Exactly. Um, he is there. He cannot survive unless he is given someone's essence in order to survive. And so Damien says what he wants him to do is to take the essence out of Damien and put him into Batman. So Damien is going to sacrifice himself to save his father.
Which was actually a
Um,
secret part of his plan the whole time was we'll run this. He knows Batman can't survive it, but he's been prepared since jump at the end of this that he's going to give his essence, his soul, his being over to Batman because the world needs Batman more than it needs Damien.
Correct. Um, However, the Enchantress says that it wouldn't be enough. Even just one person, Damien, would not be enough to revive Batman. And so what he says then is he asks, what if we took pieces of lots of different people, like everyone that was there? What if we took little bits and pieces of that, put it into Batman? Would that be enough to then revive him? And they say that it would take, um, many, many more people than just even the group that had been assembled there in order to revive Batman. So Damien goes to Oracle and basically broadcasts to all of Gotham City, explaining what the situation is, saying, "Look, Batman has been there for you, hundreds of times. He has saved this city. When you had no hope, he was there. And when you needed the impossible, he made it happen. When you were in danger, he protected you. And so now he's asking them each to give up a part of themselves in order to save Batman." Um, and we get this huge outpouring of support for them. The entire city starts screaming, "We are Batman!" We are Batman. We are Batman. We are Batman. Um,
Now, did you read every single one of them, Paul?
I did.
I did
I was,
too. I thought
yeah,
about that as I'm doing. Like, am I going to read every single one of these? Yes, I am, and I read
yeah,
every single.
right. Well, I also wanted to see if there was if there was going to be like a little, like if they were going to throw in like a little, like the Joker was going to be there and could say, "I'm not Batman."
Yeah, that'd been funny. That'd been really funny.
Yeah. Um, and that each of the little piece of every person in Gotham City basically revives Batman. So he is then brought back to life. He gets a hug from Damien, and the issue ends with that the everything was saved. Not by just us, but by the world, because there's no more formidable team than Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I love how like when he popped up back alive, his first breath was the scream for Damien.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that
Exactly.
was a nice little touch.
Yep. So great way to end not only the Batman versus Robin series, but also the Lazarus Planet again, notwithstanding the Revenge of the Gods that we'll have coming up.
Yeah.
But it kind of was a great way to end kind of put a little bow on the entire little mini event there.
Oh, absolutely. Format wise, this is like it makes sense the way that they did the format for this whole Lazarus Planet event. It does make sense, but I don't think it was the most digestible way to do it for people that might have just been drawn to the event for the promotions and the solicitations. Like
Mhm.
if you're already invested in all this stuff and picking it up already, it makes perfect sense. Like the Lazarus Planet event itself was just the coming and going of King Fireball in a two-issue thing, but this was great just focusing back on the Devil Nazar and seeing how we bookend just that aspect of the story.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. There was it the way it was packaged, like you said, I mean, it kind of gave the impression that all four of those or five of those mini, one shots in the middle were going to be integral to the whole story. You really did not need to read any of those to have anything that goes on. They really were just all, hey, coming soon to the DC universe type issues,
They were
because they
all
all
commercials.
exactly, if you read previews, you could just you pretty much have gotten through that as well. So,
Yeah.
hey, Finn. Um, so yeah, and then we're also left with, like we said, we're left with the Revenge of the Gods, a four-issue miniseries that's coming out starting this coming week, I believe, starting tomorrow by the time you see this, or on
Is
Wednesday
it
if
this
your
week?
shop doesn't get Tuesdays. Um,
Is
I
it this
believe
week? I might have
I,
missed it in when I was
I
looking at the books coming.
I'm pretty sure it's this week. Hold on, just one moment. I can actually tell you that.
I miss stuff
Um,
regularly, so that's nothing new.
Why do you not get the alien tool yet?
I see Monkey Prince is coming. That's not going to be tied in anymore.
right.
Maggie?
No, I think you're right. It may be the 14th actually. Or maybe the week after.
Oh, make noise. Let me flip over to the 14th. There's some good stuff coming. Good grief. Yeah,
See,
the
here,
14th is what I've got it on my
yeah.
stuff. That is an amazing cover too. So, dude, that looks awesome because it says limited series. It has the same trade dress and everything.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm big excited for this. So this looks like the direct continuation to what we saw going on in that Shazam with the wizard being
Mhm.
poisoned and coming for some reckoning. So this should be good. I'm excited for that. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
do you think that they might have extended that one because of the film coming out to give more focus on some of the Marvel family during the month of
Oh,
March?
that's a good idea because I mean Wonder Woman and Shazam are going to be the two big characters because the Revenge of the Gods is also going to extend into two issues of Wonder Woman as well. Um,
Ah, yeah.
so
And she was
that's
originally slated to have appearance in that film, whether she does still or not, we don't know. But
That
right.
so.
That's a great question. Yeah. So yeah. So again, so not this coming week, but the week after. It will continue. Um, we'll see.
The mirror
We'll see.
effect gets him.
We'll see how much that ties back into, if anything, the overall Lazarus Planet, or if it's just kind of, hey, we teased it in Lazarus Planet, one of the one shots, and we're just gonna, it's gonna be its own little thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I think Lazarus Planet was a strong series. It wasn't anywhere near Dark Crisis. I don't think Dark Crisis was,
No. Yeah, this was not an event in the
Right.
truest sense of the word. This was just a
I
little
didn't like
little
this
side story from the regular formatted programming.
Yep. But it was worth it. It was great going in. Doing some deep dives on it.
Oh yeah,
We'll see where we go from here. Make sure you leave comments as to where you want us to go from here. We're
I
thinking
need
of
to
doing
know.
some of the Dawn of DC stuff as well, because this coming week, fingers crossed, we will have Superman Blue.
All the
It
fingers
promised
crossed.
it exactly. It's kind of like it's kind of like fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. They can't do that.
Yeah, they got me like 3 times now.
Yeah.
I did not get the yellow toy about
Um,
that.
but that's gonna be it for me. For us rather. Make sure again, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the comment button, hit the notification bell. As always, I am Paul.
We are legends.
Exactly, but we are Legion. That's Mark and Finn. Make sure you go and subscribe to the Legion of Comics, who is celebrating their 2,000th subscriber. Look to his channel for all of the information on the giveaway. So
Yeah, when it'll drop Wednesday,
okay,
the
okay,
information video.
cool,
I had to wait to be opposite guess that key to start rolling the information.
excellent. So that's gonna do it. And as of right now, you are leaving Sector 2815.